I know we talked about it last week a little bit. The Good Times
Mm-hmm.
reboot, revamp, whatever the refresh they call it, whatever. Um, one of the actors from the show, Slink Johnson, he was on Comedy Hype talking about his involvement in the show, and basically, basically he was defending, the show in and of itself and why he did it. Hey, look, I never really had a problem with Slink. If y'all don't know who Slink is, he was on Black Jesus, and then nothing else I know. But he was Black
I,
Jesus.
I fuck with Black Jesus.
I fuck with Black Jesus too. I wasn't mad at it at all. I like Black Jesus.
Black Jesus was a YouTube show, but yeah, he got picked up.
Got picked up, went to Comedy Central. No, what's it? Not Comedy Central.
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network. Yeah, yeah. Went to Cartoon Network and was decent. I fuck with it. Him, Charlie Murphy. I don't know nobody else.
Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy.
The recipe, Charlie Murphy. I think John Witherspoon was in it too at a point.
Yep, rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
Recipe, John Witherspoon. Um,
And Corey Holcomb.
yeah, yeah. Corey Holcomb was in it. Uh, so yeah, not a problem with it. I ain't had no issues with it. Cool show. He voices a character on a Good Time show now. I think he is the baby on the show, and he was just saying how it's satire, and we shouldn't be up in arms about it. And he went on to say that he did it because he likes his name to be on the same paper, on the same list, and next to around the Seth MacFarlane and Norm Van Leer. The I, don't, I think he named
Norman
another.
Van Leer.
You, what's the boy name?
Norman Lear.
No Van, Norman
Yeah,
Lear.
yeah, Norman Lear. It's gonna be Van Leer forever for me. So we just know I do that. But Norman Lear, him, yeah, he was like, I want, it's nice to have your name because this is a business after all, associated with those people because them some heavy hitters. At no point though did he defend the 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 the, the integrity of the show. He just went on to say it's satire and they do it, and Family Guy exists and South Park exists and things like that. Issue I took with it though was that yeah, those shows exist and those shows are what they are, but it doesn't feel like they are making a mockery of one of their beloved sitcoms from yesteryear. South Park is South Park, but South Park ain't a caricature of Leave It to Beaver. They didn't say father knows best. Let's fuck it up and make it Family Guy. And let's call Family Guy Fathers Knows Best and they didn't do that. If you'd have called this show another name, it'd have been I think it would have went over better. But you tried to ride the wave of something that was near and dear to black folks' heart. For whatever reasons they held it, but they held it. And when you do that, you have to take care of the product. You got to take care of the thing. You got
I,
to
I,
watch after the baby, fam. Y'all didn't
I,
watch after the baby, and
I,
y'all
I,
expect us to act like that shit is nice. My bad. You finna say something?
yeah, I can see your point there. Like, all right, this is something that we as black people, we definitely got a special place in our heart for good times. So you definitely need to take care of it. But also, I think the cartoon is going to be fucking hilarious.
I think the cartoon could be hilarious. I think they're gonna fuck it up. Um,
I
this
think
might
it's
be a worse. It might be a worse version of the PJs.
I think it's so far
Mm.
away from the original. There was no need to fucking call it Good Times.
That part could have been anything in the world.
Yeah, and I get you on that because like Islam, shit, like I said about Bel Air. If you'd have named it anything else, that show would have been fucking got a lot more respect than it did.
Hey, look, I fuck with Bel Air though.
I do too.
I haven't seen
I
That
fuck
shit could have been named after another suburb in fucking California.
It could have definitely
Calabasas.
been another show. It It could have been another show. And
Calabasas,
It could have
College
been
Heat.
Calabasas.
it could have been, yeah, it could have been Calabasas. Yeah, yeah, it could have been. It would have been fine. Um, if this show would have been a different name, I think it would have been
Baldwin
fine.
Heights.
If you say what?
Baldwin Heights. That's the black
Baldwin
place.
Heights.
I
Yeah,
think
but
that was already taken.
they couldn't clear Baldwin Heights though. MTV
That's the
said
black
no,
one.
it's a Viacom product. Or BET rather said it's a Viacom product. Can't do it. But yeah, I just don't think it's a I don't think it's worth destroying the legacy of Good Times to get your cartoon off. And I don't think that we should ignore what some people try to do to destroy our legacies. And I'm never going to be totally secure anything Norman Lear says he wants to do. I would always have my spidey sense up with that motherfucker anywhere near around anything. Just off the strength of how he
It's just
fucked
around
up the
anything.
original just off the strength of how he fucked up the original Good Times. They don't need a father no more. Fuck that shit. That was Norman Lear's decision.
Yeah,
JJ
we
ain't
have
got
a quote.
jokes.
You say what?
I said it's a quote from the actual creator of Good Times. He said he had shit to do with this shit.
Oh yeah,
The
he don't
brother.
like this shit either. The family, I think the families of Eric Monte and is it Eric Monte and Michael Evans?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, the families of them I saw that they didn't fuck with this shit at all. And it just we gotta stop doing shit just cause it's associated with some shit, then it brings us a check. You can look at this shit and be like, nah. And if you want to look at this shit and be like, yeah, this is fucked up, but I want it for a check, then take it for a check and then shut the fuck up about it. Don't come out defending this shit. If you want to get your bread and be quiet about it, motherfucker, and we'll let you go ahead and slink off and do that shit. But if you want to go ahead and stand up on it and try to act like the shit that you're doing is not for the degradation of our fucking psyche, at the least, not our people with our psyche. It ain't gonna necessarily break the will of our people, but it puts a damper on the spirits. Something that motherfuckers hold up, and now we supposed to look at this shit like, yeah, these are our staples. No, no, no. I'm not saying you bastardize a Harriet Tubman in the moment, but motherfucker Florida Evans is still a figure. James is still a fucking figure. And I know they're
Hey,
fictional. I know they're fictional,
hey,
but
the craziest shit,
so is Ward and Cleve.
the craziest shit is, isn't this just a
June.
motherfucker just trying to force viewpoints on a motherfucker? Because we can look at it any type of way we want. Just because they say it's good time, we don't have to associate it with good time. Because clearly not good time.
They're the Evans family, fam. They live in the same product. They drew it to look like Good Times. They called them the Good Times characters names and shit.
But
Like,
you still don't have to perceive it as such.
yeah, but why would I even want to give it the light of day, knowing who's behind it, knowing that they don't give a fuck about us? So no, fuck this product. I'm not watching this shit. I don't give a fuck if Steph Curry is a producer. No, this one is Steph. You missed. How ironic.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna ignore the title, ignore the name, and hopefully it's some good old fashioned ignorant comedy with a message.
Ignorant comedy with a message. Maybe. Hey, look, we'll see. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be ignorant as fuck.